Welcome back to part 3 of creating the Rennebu AutoDrive Network here on Heavy Metal Gaming. You have caught me in the middle of working on our first set of field points. And the reason that I brought you in for this is that you can see something that I've decided to start doing whenever it's appropriate on maps. Rather than every single field having its own unique points, I'm going to combine wherever appropriate. So right here, this big field is field 116, and this smaller field is field 118. And then there's this turnaround with a grass plot. Um, and you know what? I'll be darned if this isn't perfect for setting up a point for both of these fields to be run from. We bring the combine point right here, which is where the combine will be and where the first point for the grain cart will be. And then over here, after you go all the way around the loop, we've got our carting, which is your standard trailer or your semi, whatever you're using to cart with. And next to it, we have the grain cart. So the grain cart will start here on the combine point, go unload the combine, come back to the combine point, go around the loop, hit the grain cart point, and be next to your actual carting vehicle and unload into it. Now, if you're not going to use a grain cart, or some might be calling it an auger wagon, it's the same thing, guys. Um, then all you would do is set your semi or whatever to be on the combine point, and these 2 points just become superfluous to your needs. But I'm putting them in for the farmers who want to use them. I try to design my AutoDrive networks for as wide an audience as possible and as wide an array of vehicles as possible. Now, I have also designed the exits for these two side by side paths to go both directions. I am just finishing up on the grain cart one. I already have its left direction, and now I'm going to get in here and make its right hand direction. Get in the proper position, make the point, connect that first point up because I don't do auto connect since it hardly ever connects where I want it to, and bring it around. And there it is. That is the entire setup for these two fields. The path coming, or I'm sorry, the route coming up the path to get here is a bidirectional route. It's the brown rather than the yellow that you see on the right. And there we go. It comes off of this junction right down here where I came up from the farm that I'm using in my Let's Play. My multiplayer server Let's Play. And so I thought, you know what? Why don't I make the first area like this that I work on one that I'm going to use right away? So um, I wanted to get the points in for the farm, and I thought to myself, well, if you're going to do the farm, let me zoom in here. This is the farm right here. I don't know how that's pronounced. Lokja. I don't speak Norwegian. Sorry, Ola. Correct me if you can. I might as well go up the hill. I didn't realize this was quite so much of a rat's nest of twisty turny when I started heading up here. But I will. I'll go all the way out here. I'll do this whole set of um, farm tracks or logging tracks. I guess they're technically both, so farm and logging tracks. And I'll even come over here and do the ones up to fields 120, 121, and 122, and 127, I guess. Um, and probably for all four of these fields, have just a single setup somewhere, um, if I can. And of course, every path up here, every route up here It's going to have to be bidirectional unless, like right here, it's wide enough to allow me to split it out. So, go right there. Now this isn't going to be a very long split. I don't think that was the right point. No, it was not. Darn it. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. But it is important to get these passing zones in wherever you can. I try not to have them right at the junctions because that just makes the junctions more complicated. So I actually, over here, this is coming up since it's right about this curve that just goes out of sight. This is split single direction paths. But right here with this point, I bring it into multi-direction, bidirectional. I gotta figure out which term I want to use here, just so that I can simplify that junction. And I'm going to do the same thing right here for the same reason. Does look like I might have gone a little bit farther away than I intended to, but we can fix that. And I will always turn left as I'm creating these. That's what I've decided. And I probably could have done a single direction set of paths right there. I will probably change that when I come back down. Go from right about here, split it, and then just move these over and make them one direction. And I'll probably, actually, it looks like this is nice and wide. You know what, why don't I just fix it right now while I'm thinking about it. Nice little point for us to run these 4 fields off of. I'll put the combine point like right here on this grass spot or something, and then zip in, through the road. Darn dogs. He startled me. I didn't know what the heck he was doing. So we're gonna and yeah, I think that point will be perfect for doing the splitting. It's when you are creating an AutoDrive network, it's perfectly fine to change your mind and redo things. That's the beauty of technology, especially since AutoDrive is fairly well written. As far as functionality, I don't know about code quality. I not dug that deeply into it because I just not too worried about it. It's functioning very well for my purposes. So maybe it's better if I don't know what's under the hood. All right, and this will be another one because there's a junction here. I'm going to bring it back into a bidirectional path. Perfect. And it does get narrower as well right here, so even though it could have stayed unidirectional, I'm not sad that I changed it over to bidirectional. At any rate, I'm going to keep working through this, and I will see you all when I am done. Look at that view. Isn't that amazing? We can see some of the white temporary buildings that I've enabled in order to allow me to not create routes where the buildings, the actual completed buildings, will be in the future once Ola gets them done. Um, but yeah, that is a view. We can see the farm down there where I've chosen to make my low end start, low money, low equipment start on the multiplayer server. And yeah, check us out. We are at the end of yet another path. Oh, did I go too far? Can I make this corner? I can make the corner. I'm not putting named points at the tops of all of these paths because there's just too many of them and they don't actually have names that I know of. Um, there might be names, but I don't know them. I figure anyone who creates a logging camp up here will just like name it Logging Camp 1 or something. And all they have to do is just drive up to one of these points and, click this button right here that I'm wiggling the mouse over to put a name on the point. This was a heck of a set of roads to do. There's a lot of driving, a lot of decision making on where I can have 2 lanes like this, or where I need to go down to 1 lane with a bidirectional path. And I got a little out of control right there because I'm not concentrating enough because I'm talking to you guys, but that's okay. This right here would be a great little spot for a logging camp. Turn, baby, turn. Tight corner. And I'm going to count on anyone out there who uses this AutoDrive network to let me know if there are any issues with it. Like places where I have 2 lane traffic like this that are just too tight for it and things don't work right. And I'll just go back and pop in a quick edit to make it work correctly. Tell me what equipment you're using, and if it's reasonable, I'm happy to make adjustments. Oh, pardon me. It's definitely getting late. I cannot believe I've already burned another 2 hours on this tonight. It's already quarter after. No, 3 hours. 3 hours, right? No, two and a half. 2.5. It was 8:45 when I started, and it is 11:15 now. Yeah, crazy. I don't even know why I like making these. I really don't. They are so time consuming, but that's all right. I do like it. That's all that matters. All right. So I'm going to finish this up, and this is going to be it for tonight once I get back down to the road that my multiplayer farm is just off of. Um, I have places to go in the morning, and I need to get some sleep. So I will not turn this into a video by itself. There's not really enough content for an entire video. Um, but yeah, I will continue working on this and record some more tomorrow night or Sunday night, because tonight's Friday. Talking to you guys, not paying attention. See what I'm doing? Quick edit. Boop. So yeah, as I was saying, I will definitely continue making this video spread it across a couple nights instead of just a single night, because I haven't done much. I mean, I've literally done just this road all the way up to the top, come back, did this, come back to here, went across, all the way up to here, and now I'm going around this way. Once I get here, I do need to come back to this corner because it's not a completed corner yet. But yeah, I mean, whew, busy, busy, busy. Lots of AutoDrive. All right, I'll be back with you guys when I have time to pick the recording up again. Okay, I've had time to pick up where I left off, finally. It's like 2 weeks later. Um, I have finished everything up here, including I just finished this little side road down to the farm that I consider my neighbor in the multiplayer server currently. I have that little farm over there, and then this one sits right here. So, yeah, this should be fun. I haven't quite figured out how I want to handle fields 110, 111, and 112 here. If I want to handle them directly out of the farmyard or not. It's kind of looking like that's going to be the best option. But since I haven't decided on that yet or not, I'm going to move on to a different location. So, yes, work my way along here. It was brought to my attention that somehow I missed the grain mill and the farm that it's part of. I think I just got too distracted by going down there to the quarry. So that is what we are working on now. I guess the best way to enter it is to just get on with it and do it, right? So, interestingly enough, the best point we will have to make by adjusting this to right there. Yeah, I like it. So we will get to that point and start our turn in. And of course we need to actually start recording, otherwise it's pointless, right? Alright, let's see, what is this actually named on the map? Just grain mill, but we'll call it FK grain mill by including the icon there. that's probably good, but why don't we extend it out just a little further? FK grain mill. Alright, so that is it's a production. Interesting. There's an electric point right there. I didn't know that was there. Now, we just want to be able to exit, so the best way to do that is going to be to just zip right back out here. We'll make a left-hand turn and intersect with right there. Now we're going to want to spin around and make an entry and exit going the other directions. And yeah, I think we're going to come right off the same point to go to the quarry. Multiple diverging paths. Oops. One too many. Alright, that gets us up there. I did want to straighten that out. Make that a little more gradual. There we go. Perfect. And I think if we pull this one this way just a little bit, we start our turn right about here. Beautiful. And that is now the grain mill incorporated. So which farm is this? This is Whole, huh? I do need to look in here because I realize I've got the Lokia, I don't know how that's pronounced still, farmhouses, which is my farm on my multiplayer. So I need farm, not farm. Did I spell that right? Looks that way. So we drag that down in there. And we will also need farm Whole. Perfect. Alright, well I'm gonna work the farmyard here. And I will bring you guys back when I am done. Okay, so we've got this little access road that comes down from the upper level, and I've got that all plumbed in with a nice route. And I've got the whole farmstead done, except for a few minor things. I have the barn inputs and outputs just named input and output because I don't know what products it takes, and hay wasn't accepted, which I tried. And I also don't have the animal trigger itself set up, um, but at least it's there. So yeah, good times. Um, What else? Fields 42 and 43 over here are done. Nice complex routing. You can see I've been driving through the crop with crop destruction turned on because I just don't care, and I own the entire map to make doing everything easier. So this is untested right here. It's going to be a while before I test all of these points. For now, I'll put them in, and if they need adjustment, they need adjustment. I just kind of left this here open-ended. I don't know what its purpose was. It just kind of goes up into nowhere here. So I left it. And the next thing that we'll be working on is some more of these fields. Trying to get them all set and done. Pretty sad when even a 9RX struggles to go up a hill. Not quite sure how I'm going to do this one yet. I'm tempted to just run right down between them. But we'll see. In the meantime, I think I will explore the other side of the main road here. Come on, baby. 9 mile an hour, 10, 12. Let's go a little faster. So this is definitely going to be a bidirectional path for most of it. And, oh, nice. Oh, I love it. Nice big open area to access. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 fields? Yeah, definitely 4 fields here. Beautiful. So now that I know what's up top here, I'll just quick like roll back down to the bottom and get on with it. So I will see you guys in a little while. All right, everyone. So in the end, I did end up going up this grass strip and exiting out through here. It just made the most sense with what I had to work with. So we are just finishing off by making the left turn exit now. So let's hit that record button. Beautiful. All right. So that is 4049 done, and I did the block of 51 through 54 here. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. Huh. That's a long road that I need to go do at some point. It might be what we do next, in fact, because why not, right? Of course, I could always do these. Oh, I didn't notice there was a couple unnumbered fields there. I don't know if that's intentional or what, but let's find out. Well, I don't have a crop in them. We will have to spin around and go see real quick. Because I don't know if Ola intended to not number those or what. Come on, 9RX. This trailer is not that heavy when it's empty. Sure feels like it sometimes, though. They are arable fields. I am not sure why they do not have numbers. I will have to report that to Ola. And yes, I really like this spot. Okay. I think I'll put the combine point right here when I come up and do this one. Yeah, that will work. This is going to be a lot of side roads, a lot of fields. All right, that, however, will be the end of this video. I thank you all for watching, and I shall see you on the next one.